Hello and welcome to part 5 of this video series. But without much talking, we are going to step right into it and creating the lead. First, I'm going to open up another instance of Vestige. I'm going to load in Synth1 again. And I'm going to choose a lead sample, a pulse lead to be specific. If you are curious about the settings, you can just pause the video and then take a closer look if you want. But I'm not going to explain everything, that would take rather a long time. Now we are going to name the instrument properly and create also the channel first, the lead channel itself and the lead out as well. And as you can see, this pattern will repeat itself. So for every instrument I'm going to add, I'm going to have a last out channel. So now I'm going to order it in front of these channels to keep an order. And now I'm going to reroute the send into the lead out. And also, I'm going to add a fast lookup limiter as well, again. And I'm going to tempo sync it to 1/4 note. Then, finally, we are going to apply the channel number 7. And we can close this one. Now, we are going to save this and create a new baseline. We are going to name it properly. And now we can take a look into the notes. First, I'm going to open up the piano roll. And as you can see, it's already colored in the A major scale I choose. So, yes. Now I'm going to copy my other melody and paste it in here, so I can close the other project because it's taking much space. Now I'm going to close this as well and save it again. And now I'm going to show you how you can maybe work when you are creating a melody, since this isn't just something random. At least I didn't intend to do it randomly. First, now we are going to make this another way, save it, and I'm going to create another bassline, which I'm going to delete later on, but for now it's going to help us, or at least me, to display what I'm going to tell you. Copy this one, close it, change it, and insert it here. So now, as you can see, these notes are dependent on the root note we set first. For example, in the hardstyle kick, we start at F sharp and we go down 2 notes till the first longer period. So I'm open up this one, and since we have already marked our scale, we can now be sure that these notes can be played without any concern. So it's not sounding wrong. But also I'm always using some kind of structure. I normally choose pentatonic major, and I'm placing these chords a bit further out so I can reference them. And since the first note we got is F sharp, I'm going to add a pentatonic major to F sharp. That went wrong, as you can see. 2 notes are off the scale. Why is that? Because we need to apply a pentatonic minor to F sharp. When we add this one, it fits nicely. Good. Now we are going to take a look at the second measure of the bass line. I'm going to show you this part. It's going 1 note deeper, and then it's going on the lowest note. So now I'm going to take a look at the lead again, and I'm going to apply again pentatonic major, and I'm placing it 1 note deeper. As you see, this time it functioned. So we can say this one is really a major note in the scale. Now again we are going to go deeper and finally go to the lowest note. And again, first I'm going to try to apply a pentatonic major, and again it doesn't fit. So we need to change it again to pentatonic minor and try it again. And as you can see, now it fits. So maybe you are asking yourself why I'm doing this. Basically, as to display it in a better way, I'm going to take these chords and I'm going to increase the length to the original bass line, so it will be visible at least a bit more. And finally this one. And so now, as you can see, many notes, and they kinda look like this one here, this pattern. And these notes are based off these chords. It's simple as that, I guess. So if you take a look, first I'm going to play a high note and sync on the bass note again, on the offbeat. And again I'm going to take a higher step, and again, as you can see, the bass note and the pentatonic scale match up. And now I'm going to take a step down again, but this time, as you can see, I've chosen a different note, which isn't belonging to the pentatonic major chord I chose for F sharp. Why I'm doing this? Because it's a good way to transition from one note to another by placing a note off this chord, because the chord itself doesn't contain much tension or it won't lead to something. You can create melodies with it, which can go on and on and on and on, and you can just hear it. They never get boring or something like that, but they also get not very exciting. So I'm going to add this to lead to this chord and the next root note of our bass note. And now, as you can see, I'm again on the offbeat, directly onto the bass note, and simply put 2 higher notes at the beginning of each beat, kick, or beat. And it keeps on like this. And again, the offbeat, clearly visible on the root note, and every other pattern here is in this scale. That could be a bit much, but I hope you can maybe get something out of this. At least it's helping me a lot personally, since I never learned I'm sorry, notes. At least not in the way like playing an instrument in real life. So I can't write them as well. But since I'm using LMMS, I had, yes, much to learn about this, but finally it started to take shape. I can get real nice melodies with this concept. I don't know if it's practical or not, but maybe you can use it. So now, to maybe close this part, I'm going to delete this. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Yes, we are going to see us in the next part.